Hey there, thriving beings! Are you stacking up on protein like it's the elixir of life? Well, hold on to your shaker bottles because today we're diving into the protein paradox, where too much of a good thing might not be so good after all. Picture this. You're hitting the gym religiously, chugging down protein shakes like there's no tomorrow, and loading up on chicken breasts like they're going out of style. After all, isn't protein the holy grail of muscle growth and overall health? Brace yourself because we're diving into the recent research that suggests that excessive protein consumption could be doing more harm than good. So grab a seat and let's unravel the truth about protein. First things first, let's kick things off by giving protein the spotlight it deserves. We've all heard that it's the building block of muscles, the champion of post-workout recovery, and the savior of those dreaded hunger pangs. And hey, that's all true. Protein is the VIP guest at the body's cellular party. It's involved in pretty much every bodily function you can think of. Protein is composed of amino acids, which are the building blocks of the body's tissues, including muscles, bones, skin, and hair. It is essential for growth, repair, and maintenance of these tissues, as well as for the production of enzymes, hormones, and other important molecules. Adequate protein intake is particularly important for individuals who are physically active, as it helps support muscle development and recovery. While protein is essential for health, consuming more than the recommended amount can lead to a variety of adverse effects. Here are more details on the key risks of protein overconsumption. Number 1. Kidney and liver damage. Consuming more protein than the body needs puts significant strain on the kidneys and liver, which are responsible for processing and eliminating excess protein and waste products. This can increase the risk of kidney stones, kidney disease, and liver dysfunction. Symptoms of kidney issues from protein overconsumption include fatigue, sleep troubles, frequent urination, poor appetite, muscle cramps, and swelling in the legs and ankles. Number 2. Cardiovascular disease. Diets high in animal-based proteins and saturated fats can raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease and heart failure. A study found that people who consumed a high-protein diet had a 33% increased risk of developing heart failure. The amino acid leucine found in animal proteins has been shown to trigger a signaling mechanism that can lead to plaque buildup in blood vessels. Number 3. Increased cancer risk. Research suggests that high-protein diets rich in red meat may increase the risk of some cancers, including colon, breast, and prostate cancers. This link might be due to hormones, cancer-causing compounds, and fats present in red meat. On the flip side, studies have also shown that getting protein from other plant-based sources might actually lower cancer risk. Some of the healthier plant-based protein options can be lentils, peas, and pulses like kidney beans, chickpeas, and black beans. Nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. Soy products like tofu, tempeh, and edamame. Whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats. Additionally, other good plant-based protein sources include avocados, guava, blackberries, and apricots. Number 4. Digestive issues. Overconsumption of protein, especially when combined with low-carb intake, can lead to uncomfortable digestive symptoms like constipation, nausea, diarrhea, cramping, and bloating. About 44% of participants in a clinical trial measuring protein intake reported constipation, likely because high-protein diets that restrict carbohydrates are typically low in fiber as well. Interestingly, too much protein is also known to cause the reverse effect, diarrhea. This is especially true when taken from sources such as dairy, fish, and poultry. Number 5. Weight gain. Excess protein that the body doesn't need is often stored as fat, leading to weight gain over time, especially if calorie intake is high. A study in 2016 found that there was correlation between diets like keto, where protein has not replaced fats, but rather carbs, and participants ended up gaining weight. The study didn't find a link between protein intake and waist size. Interestingly though, people who ate more protein overall had a higher chance of dying from any cause, regardless of whether they replaced carbs or fat with protein in their diet. Also, people who ate more animal protein specifically had greater risk of both death and other health problems. Number 6. Bad breath. High-protein, low-carb diets can cause bad breath, according to some studies. This phenomenon could be partially attributed to the body entering a metabolic state known as ketosis, which produces chemicals that emit an unpleasant fruity odor due to the production of chemicals from the body's alternative energy sources. Number 7. Dehydration. A systematic review and meta-analysis of 24 trials found that high-protein diets, 25 to 35% of total energy, led to greater reductions in body weight and fat mass compared to standard protein diets. However, the high-protein diets also resulted in a decrease in fat-free mass, aka the water, organs, bone, and muscle content of your body, suggesting they may not be optimal for preserving muscle. These studies emphasize that when consuming a high-protein diet, it's critical to increase fluid intake, whether you feel thirsty or not. Dehydration can occur silently, putting strain on the kidneys and potentially impairing performance and health. Dehydration resulting from high protein intake can make you feel tired, headachy, and just awful, as your kidneys work harder to process and remove it from the body. Number 8. Fatigue. Overconsumption of protein can also lead to fatigue and poor energy levels, as the body's organs become strained. Eating too much protein can overwork your kidneys and liver as they try to get rid of the extra protein and waste. This can make you feel tired and sluggish. High-protein diets might also lack other important nutrients you need for energy, like carbs and healthy fats. Without enough carbs, your body might struggle to function, leaving you feel drained. Breaking down all that protein takes extra effort from your body. This extra work can stress your system and leave you feeling wiped out. Now that we've covered the dark side of protein, let's talk damage control. Given the potential risks of protein overconsumption, it is important to strike a balance between meeting the body's protein needs and avoiding excessive intake. The recommended daily intake of protein for most healthy adults is 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, with the higher end of the range being more appropriate for physically active individuals. It is also important to consider the source of protein in the diet. Plant-based proteins, such as those found in legumes, nuts, and whole grains, are generally considered healthier than animal-based proteins, the latter of which are higher in cholesterol and are often higher in saturated fat as well. Additionally, it is recommended to spread protein intake throughout the day, rather than consuming large amounts at a single meal. This can help the body better utilize the protein and reduce the strain on the kidneys and liver. And there you have it, folks. The protein paradox unraveled. While protein is undoubtedly a superhero in the world of nutrition, overconsumption can lead to a variety of adverse effects, including weight gain, cardiovascular disease, and fatigue. It is important for individuals to be mindful of their protein intake and to strive for a balanced diet that includes a variety of nutrient-dense foods. By understanding the potential risks of protein overconsumption and taking steps to maintain a healthy intake, individuals can optimize their health and well-being. After all, when it comes to health, moderation is always the winner. Until next time, keep thriving.